Movie notes on Particle Fever. Woo! The Electrons Dance. 2013 film, 25 September 2024 viewing. So just finished reading this today, Wednesday, 25 September 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. She, her, hers of Seattle. And for this viewing, the description I came up with is it's a biographical film, documentary style, about research in physics in relation to operations / data collected at the European Organization for Nuclear Research in Geneva, Switzerland, and specifically at one of their facilities called the Large Hadron Collider. Does that sound like Greek to you? Don't worry, it's just physics. Okay. And so they focus on the Large Hadron Collider has, as far as I can remember, I have not been there. The only place I've been in Europe is Scotland with a layover each direction in France. So no, I have not been to CERN or the LHC. But I think I was a grader for introductory modern physics class. And the guy in charge, Sven Fossen, at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, worked on CCD detectors for the Atlas experiment. Dark matter. Or some sort of detector or something like that. Anyway, and so this movie, cool enough, is about the Atlas experiment, which is what he worked on. So there we go on that. And so it follows a number of different scientists through, so I think they were showing news articles from back from like September 2008, and then it goes forwards in time a few years as, you know, they collect data and is this thing there? You know, can we say with 5 sigma certainty that it's there? That kind of thing. But they're all real people, and it's kind of a documentary style. I think a lot of thought and care went into this movie being made, including like, right, there's like, you know, graphics or like kind of displays in the movie of like stars and stuff like that. And it's like, they had to come up with that for this movie. So while the date stamp of an article on the movie might be September 2008, this movie being released in 2013, and it's PBS, Public Broadcasting Station, System, Stargazer. Okay, Public Broadcasting Stargazer. I like that one. So yeah. And that's with some of their Secrets of the Dead series as well. There's scientific studies in there, but remember, like, the scientific study, the movie captures a moment, but there's an ongoing study, and then they capture a moment of that study. Right? So this is a snippet of what really happens. And so essentially, if I haven't lost you, let me try and lose you. Essentially, there are the supersymmetrists, the string theorists, and me, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, the crazy lady with the ether. Okay. They say fever. I say ether. Oh, yeah, okay. Not either. Ether. Not either. Ether. Okay. Anyway, so if I haven't lost you yet, it's okay. We're good. If I've lost you, hold on tight. Okay. So, an update on the supersymmetry versus string theory status since this video was released. In the past few years, there has been more of a lean towards supersymmetry with prizes. So that's of recent. However, the string theorists did win the breakthrough prize a few years back, if I am recalling correctly. So, if that's true, then there's been a little... science has been acknowledged, is how I classify those prizes. Shall the war between the supersymmetrists and the string theorists last longer than the Russia-Ukraine war, with this movie as the start date? This came out in 2013. That war started in 2014. The battle's on. Who's gonna last longer? And I guess so. I'm what's my role? Crazy ether lady. Okay. So, but but I watch, right? Okay, so there we go. Talks / thoughts about pursuing physics, particle physics, towards the end of undergraduate degree and again in graduate school. So in undergrad, I did geology and geophysics, Bachelor of Science with a minor in mathematics, and I took some upper division Spanish, mathematics, and physics for fun. And one thing, and I bought some books and read articles and stuff like that on, I really liked particle physics. So I actually did talk with, or I had 2 undergraduate theses, and I talked with at least one of the people about like, I was interested in it, should I pursue it? And I think I talked to other people as well, not just my research advisor, but research advisor was, you know, she my angel, one of my angels. And I had a she, yes. I also had a he as an undergraduate advisor, like research advisor. But yeah, okay. And so it was something that we had talked about, and her advice to me had been stay as broad and as technical as you can, as long as you can, because how science tends to work is it kind of funnels people down. So you so that was kind of that. And so I brought up on this channel, like, maybe like if I live in Italy or something like that, with my soulmate and or soulmates, going for a PhD in physics. And so it's something that I talked about in undergrad with different people, and including my peers and stuff, and like classmates. And then in graduate school, it came up again, mostly with my peers, or like students would be like, what are you interested in? And I'd be like, I don't have a life. For real. And I'm happy that way. And so I named my car Lepton, okay? Yeah, so if I were to pursue physics, maybe a way to describe it would be more of an addition to my pre-existing repertoire, because I do have publishing experience in multiple disciplines. I do have research experience in multiple disciplines. I have research experience doing field work, doing experiments, laboratory experiments, doing computational work, and that kind of stuff. So I'm not a one-trick pony, and I have not been funneled down yet. I think my emphasis here in my alma mater might be a bit like, you collected rocks in 2018, and I for a part of a passion project, and I want to research those rocks. So there's like, I would say it'd be kind of like a flip of graduate school, maybe, for like the last time I attempted and then failed. Right? Is like, instead of being in Earth and planetary science and being like, what else do you like, and being like particle physics, maybe it's like I'm in physics and they're like, what else do you like? And I'm like, I got a experimental petrology lab back at the house with some squirrels and some slices of rock to look at under the microscope. Right? So it's essentially it's kind of like, like if something like that were to happen and I were to go forward, it's kind of like I appear to be unable to separate myself from these things. I think light and hope come to people in different things, and I quite enjoy physics and particle physics and geology and mathematics and everything else that I talk about on this channel, and all my super full set of biographies and autobiographies and running, but thinking through the making physics work. And I think instead of some people, I guess maybe I'm saying where I'm at is it's not maybe so much a switch as like trying to take what I already have and make space for it, but also add in something new. So there we go. That was my thing. But that was thinking through that, because this came out when I was at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Yeah. And they had a showing in the physics department at some point, which I didn't go to, but I did remember a movie came out, so I was like, I gotta go see it. So I've seen it a number of times. There we go. So my move notes on Particle Fever 2013 film, 25 September 2024 viewing.